We're going to have a look at how walls are created within Spirit. We go to the component browser. All I need to do is put my mouse over that and the component browser pops out automatically. And you can drag and drop predefined walls, but I'm going to drag and drop this free thickness wall into here. It automatically goes into the walls menu, set the thickness, it's at 100, and click on screen and start to draw. I'll type in 6000, just follows the direction of the mouse. Come down this direction, 6000. All I have to do is touch this point here and it lines up with it. And I've got a 6 meter by 6 meter wall. Right click to stop drawing walls. I'll draw another piece of wall attached to that and we'll come down and just start up from there. Now what you can do is, as you're drawing walls, is change from the perhaps center if you want to on the fly. I'm drawing by centers like that, or you could change to the outside and the cursor moves to the outside of the wall as you draw. What I might do is just change the thickness so to 200 like that, and I can change the thickness of the wall as I draw, and there we've got a 200 wall. Now next I decide I don't want to use this particular wall type. All I need to do is right click over the wall, go to properties and say selection equals all of that particular wall type. Okay, it selects them all. Modify, and I want to choose a standard wall. I want 90, 50, 70, a brick wall. Okay, and it's completed. And there you see my brick wall. If I right click with my mouse, I can set the detail to, go into the line mode, detail to high if I like, and that shows the actual fill and the brick on the outside. Now you notice I've got the brick on the wrong side here. That's no problem, just go to cleanup, turn the ZAC on, cleanup, define outer, and I can click on that wall and flip that over and define the outside of it. I can also go to cut wall, and I want to take this piece of wall out of here and cut that, L intersect, and a bit like a two-line trim, and I can trim it up. So I've changed my wall to a brick wall. We'll have a look at that with the object viewer, and there is that particular wall in the object viewer. When I drew it, when I dragged and dropped the wall into there, if I go back to walls, architect walls, I'm using the current Z settings on my keyboard, which are, in my case, 02455. Let's put a window into that wall. Components, minimize walls, go to windows, and I've got brick windows here, and I can drag and drop any of those. Just drag and drop this one perhaps. When you drag and drop it in, it goes to the Windows menu. I can set the head height to 2000, and I can set the sill height to say 800, enter, and place that window within the wall. And what you see here is the window with an outsill on it. We'll have a look at that in the object viewer and see what we got. And here's the window here in the wall. So when I'm in 3D I see 3D, when I'm in 2D I see 2D. Let's say I want to change that. There's a number of ways I can do it. I can just probably go into a three-dimensional view is one way I can do it, and go into change the Z base, and I'm going to make that to 200, enter, and just click on that window, and I can change its Z base and Z height if I want to. I can do the same on that particular wall, and it doesn't interfere with the cleanup of it at all. Now I'm going to change my wall type. All I have to do is, when I'm in the select mode, is double click on the wall, and it opens the actual wall component. Go to the go to view perhaps for high, and it shows that hatch in there. Let's just have a look at the one for medium. Now I'll go back to high. What I'm going to do is take this hatch out, or even change its spacing. So I just go into here, spacing, I'll make it 50, so it's set it to 200, and click on there, and I've changed the spacing of that hatch. All we need to do is just save the component and have a look on the wall type, and the hatch has changed. Let's say we want to change the color of it. I'll go into change it to green perhaps, and save that component. Back into the drawing, and I've got a green hatch inside that. Let's double click on the window and open that. In the window component, this is the window that it shows when it's in 3D. When we're in 2D, the go to view plan height, this is what it shows when it's in 2D. But you'll notice if I actually shut that component, that what I've got here is that the sash is to one side. What's quite clever is I can open the component, go to the layer manager, turn on the stretch axes, and what I've got is a stretch axis in this pane here, not that one. So when I stretch the window, this is the only one that stretches. But what I'll do is I'll make a copy of that and put one in there to have a copy on. And so I've got one. I put that on the wrong side. There we are. I've got two. I've got a stretch axis in each pane. Let's just set that component. And you'll see now that my window has got equal side panes on them. Lastly, with walls, I'm just going to draw a straight piece of wall here and come straight down. I've got 3-point arc comes up, and I can draw a curved wall like that. Right click with my mouse and I'm back to straight walls and draw that like that. Go into our components, timber windows. I'm going to come down and grab an arched window and I'll put that window into there, and I'll do the same in the curve wall from there to there, and I've placed that. Have a look at that with the object viewer. And here's my arched window in a wall and my arched window in that curved wall.